Fleshheads or mattress folk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses. The body of a dormant fleshhead appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin. They were first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they decided to give them away to thrift stores and to people in need. The people who had received the mattress folk initially had no issues with the false beds. It wasn't until the air warmed up that these beds had been woken from their hibernation. The first recorded victim was a 19-year-old named Alice DeGear. She had been sleeping on a flesh bed for approximately 6 months before the sudden disappearance. After noticing a rotten stench of sulfur and rot emanating in her room, her family called the authorities and they checked to see what was the cause of the stench. Upon going in they realized that the stench was emanating from the mattress. Upon opening the mattress, revealed a parasite feasting on several human bones and a half-digested Alice. The method mattress folk use to sustain itself is by waiting for the body heat of the host to wake them up from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not really tasty. After they wake up, they slowly unfold themselves from the soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and would happen underneath its body or on its side to not be detected. After roughly a month of this process, on a night 70 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms emerge and pull the sleeping victim into its body, where the prey is slowly digested. Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came into existence, but it is theorized that since they are a subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that would have merged with the encyclical network many years ago. Autopsies of the fleshhead's digestive system have revealed DNA samples of 1,000 of different people to be worn during the 1600s. Another odd thing to note is that mattress folk have DNA samples of humans. One instance of mattress folk shared the same DNA and blood type as Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time the mattress folk were assumed to come into existence. All in all, it might be helpful to throw out that mattress that has been too hot lately. You might be sharing something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed light.